Yes, everyone. I hope we are all doing well. TLP, the Liverpool Prophet, back again with another match preview. Today, we're going to be looking ahead to Liverpool's game in the Champions League tomorrow night against PSV Eindhoven at Anfield. To say this is a must-win game is putting it lightly. It is a must win game. Must again. I can't emphasize enough on the word must. We have got to win here. We've got to win, and we need to have a good performance along with the win as well. Vital. The pressure is on right now. The pressure is on us right now, like no one's business. So we got to get a good result. We have got to get a good result tomorrow. Obviously, today we're going to be looking ahead to the game tomorrow. Going to be looking ahead to, giving you guys my thoughts on the game, how I feel about it, what I think the team will be, giving you guys a particular lineup, of course. And of course, at the end, I'll give you guys my score prediction. Before we get into it, however, do remember, if you are new to the channel, do drop a like on the video. If you are enjoying it, of course, do get down below in the comments as well. Give me your thoughts on the game, people, etc. Always great to hear what other people have to say. And of course, do subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already done so. And of course, if you are an old-time viewer and still haven't subscribed, do subscribe as well. Of course, turn notifications on too, so you know whenever a video goes out. So yeah, like, subscribe, and comment, people, first of all. Without further ado, let's waste no time. Let's get straight into the match preview. So, Liverpool versus PSV Eindhoven. This game tomorrow night against PSV is a huge game. It's a must-win game. We have to win. The pressure's on at the moment. The pressure is on Arne Slot at the moment. And if that wasn't clear, just go back and watch the Nottingham Forest game. The fans were leaving the ground early. They were leaving. We stay normally till the end. Win, lose, or draw, we back our players and our team. It says a lot that the fans were leaving and they had enough. So the pressure's on the manager. It's on the manager big time. He brought Chiesa on before the 80th minute. That shows he's desperate. So he needs a result. He needs a big result and a big performance as well by the team. So the pressure's on Arne Slot. It's on Arne Slot extra-decisively. And he needs to pull something out of the bag here. He needs to pull out a win. Hopefully a good win, a big win, and a good performance to go along with that as well. Just so we can get the pressure relieved off of him a little bit, because he must be feeling it right now. A lot of people have turned. A lot of people have turned on the manager. Like I said, the Nottingham Forest game seems to have been a big turning point in our fan base for a lot of our fans. Fans walking out early. A lot of people have turned on Slot. That was a turning point. It definitely feels like Nottingham Forest game has tipped the scales towards Slot out more. Me personally, am I Slot out yet? I've said previously, I said yesterday too. I'm not Slot out yet, but for me, he's got one more week. I'm going to give him the PSV game, and I'm going to give him the West Ham game this weekend. If we aren't winning against West Ham, even a draw in that game is unacceptable. Lose or draw that game, I'm Slot out. I'm not even starting at the moment, everyone. I'm hovering in the middle. I'm definitely a lot more Slot out than I am starting, but I'm hovering in the middle. I'm not even going to say I'm starting. He's got the West Ham game. If he doesn't win the West Ham game, lose or draw that one, I'm Slot out. I will be joining my Slot out brigade in the Liverpool fan base. But I'm not there yet. But the warning signs are there, and the worrying signs are there, and they're very evident, and they are not going away. As for this game, unfortunately, to our detriment, I think the manager will play the same team. He's stubborn. He won't admit he's wrong about something, and he'll persist with the same team. The manager is going to persist with playing the same players again. Salah, despite the fact that he shouldn't be playing, he should have been dropped months ago, will play off the right wing. Konate, despite the fact that he should be dropped for Gomez, Gomez cannot be as bad as Ibu is at the moment. Konate will play again. The only changes I think the manager will make in this game is I think he'll bring Robbo in for Kirkers, which is a no-brainer. Why he didn't do that on Saturday, I don't know. And I think he'll bring Ekatika in for Isak. Also a no-brainer. No idea why he didn't do that on Saturday as well. Those are the only two things, the two changes I think the manager makes. I think he'll bring Ekatika in for Isak, and I think he'll bring Robbo in for Kirkers. Other than that, it's going to be the same team. Salah will play again. Konate will play again. Other players that are letting us down will play again. So, again, it's an issue. It is a big problem. I'm not confident. Not confident at all, everyone. Chiesa needs to play, but he won't play. Someone else should play off the left. Anyone but Gakpo, because Gakpo is the most robotic player I've ever seen. I swear to God, everyone. He's so robotic, cutting in, doing the same stuff over and over again. Literally, the fact that we've got no one off the left wing just shows that despite Gakpo being what he is, he's going to play numerously all the time. This is why I said, why did we let Luis Diaz go? Why didn't we replace Luis Diaz in the market? Honestly, man, honestly, it's dark at the moment. The only joy we have is Manchester United being as bad as we are. I saw Manchester United lost yesterday. By the way, hold at Man United. I know it's shameless, but this is what it's come to at the moment. That's the only bit of joy we have as Liverpool fans at the moment. That they are just as bad as we are. But it's no excuses. We haven't got the right to be bantering anyone. We are absolutely in the mud at the moment. Back to the game. We're getting a little bit off topic there. It'll be the same team, I believe. It'll be the same team. What I look at in this game as a thought of escape, what I look at as a positive is this is Anfield on a European night. We've had joy in the Champions League. We beat Atletico Madrid opening night. Anfield played a big part, carried us over the line. We beat Real Madrid last time out in the UCL. Anfield carried us over the line in that game. Big performance. Obviously, we lost to Galatasaray in between that. That was the anomaly. But other than that, Anfield is a bit of a fortress in the Champions League. We do well there. And I think Anfield, the crowd tomorrow, could galvanise the players, could encourage the players, could give the players a bit of confidence. And it might just be the reason we get over the line in this game. It might just play a big part. Also, I think, like I said, in the Champions League, we're playing better than we are in the Prem. So it's a bit of an escape. We're getting a bit of joy in there. So hopefully that can continue tomorrow. And hopefully the crowd will be up for it and they'll spur the players on and we can get the result over the line. But yeah, I feel Anfield tomorrow, the fans tomorrow, might just be a deciding factor in getting us to win and moving us up in the Champions League table a little bit. But yeah, Anfield's going to play a big role for sure. It's Anfield on a European night. How can it not? It's got to be rocking. It's got to be bouncing, and we've got to be up for it. The fans will be up for it. We'll be up for it. Will the players be up for it? That's the big question because they haven't been up for it for the last couple of weeks. So we'll see. We will see. Other than that, everyone, the team we play, PSV. Now, PSV Eindhoven are top of the Eredivisie currently. They're playing some good football, so they're no mugs. PSV are no mugs going into this game. Top of the Eredivisie. I don't care if people say it's a Farmers League, etc. They're top of the table, so they've got to be a good team. Obviously, they beat us last season in the final batch of the 8 games. However, we had qualified. We topped the Champions League group at that time. We did lose 3-2, but Slot rotated a lot in the game, so it was a nothing game. Very, very different circumstances this time around. We're not top of the Champions League table. We're probably going to struggle to get into the top 8, so we need to win. PSV, obviously, probably a lot better team than they were last season too. So it's going to be a big game. Not taking the game lightly. I think it's going to be very difficult, and I think it's going to be a very, very tough contest. So PSV are no mugs. So don't be thinking going into this game, PSV, Dutch team, nothing. No, they're top of the Dutch league. They're top of the Eredivisie. They're no mugs. The likes of Forest are coming to Anfield and winning 3-0. The likes of a horrible United are coming to Anfield and winning 2-1. Do not underestimate PSV. We are in no position to underestimate any team that is coming to Anfield because anyone can show up and beat us. If Forest can score 3, a team like PSV can easily come up and, cause an upset. So I'm not taking the game lightly at all. I think it will be a very, very tough contest for us. Going back to my point, people, about the team, I agree. I think Robbo should play over Kirke, so I agree with Slot on that. Of course, Ekatike should be over Isak. I agree with Slot on that. But there's other changes that he needs to make, big changes. And if he persists with poor players that are letting us down, it's going to cost him his job. Konate needs to be dropped. I'm at a point now where just play Gomez. As unreliable as Gomez is, as inconsistent as he is, he can't be worse than Konate is at the moment. Konate is an absolute liability. He's a weak link. So just risk it. Play Gomez, see how it goes. It can't be worse. And I'd be playing Chiesa. Chiesa should be playing off the right. He should have been playing off the right weeks ago, but he won't play. These are the tough decisions the manager has to make. He has to drop Salah, get Konate out of the team, and play players based off of performances of how they're playing. Chiesa should have been getting starts months ago. If he's not going to play him over Salah, he can play him off the left over Gakpo. If he's not going to do that, he can play him up top. But the guy refuses to use Federico Chiesa in the team. He refuses to use Joe Gomez as well. And it's going to be to his detriment because when he ends up getting the boot, he's going to look back at it and think, why did I give certain players more merit than they deserved? Honestly, the manager's causing his own problems. He's causing his own problems with his absolute idiocy. The guy has a shocking style of play that none of us enjoy. He makes poor in-game management decisions. He has no tactics really at the moment. Whenever we're losing, put Gravenberch at centre-back, bring all the attackers on and go without attacking. Like I said, very reminiscent of Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. He brings centre-backs on at times when we need to go for games. Well, he'd rather sit back and take the point like he did against Chelsea when he brought Endo on instead of Chiesa. He refuses to play the likes of Federico Chiesa and Joe Gomez. And he makes poor starting lineup decisions too, continuously persisting with the likes of Kirkes, Salah. He just makes zero sense. If us as fans can see these players need dropping, why can the manager not see that these players need dropping? It's really, really bad, is it not? But yeah, he's going to make big decisions. And I've been saying this for weeks, and he isn't making big decisions. And if he's going to persist with, accepting mediocrity, accepting players that are letting him down, cool. You're the one who's going to end up out of a job, Arnie. You're the one who's going to end up getting the boot. It's aggravating me just thinking about the manager right now. It's aggravating me because I'm not at a good place with the manager. A lot of us are not at a good place with the manager. A lot of us are slot out, like I said. Not there yet, but I'm getting there. But we're not at a good place. He needs a big performance tomorrow. The manager does too. He needs to get the team selection right. He needs to have the boys up for it. And we need a big win just to relieve some of the pressure. Even with a big win tomorrow, the pressure won't be off because we got a big win against Frankfurt. And in the following game, we reverted back to being crap. It'll be papering over the cracks if we win, but we need a big win nonetheless. Will it relieve pressure off Slot? No, it won't, because the fans will have seen what happened against Frankfurt. It's not going to relieve pressure off him. We've got to see how we get on the week at the game after. But maybe it will give him a little bit of motivation and courage. And it will give the team a little bit of motivation and courage. Unlikely, yes, but hopefully it can work, fingers crossed. But yeah, that is the little preview for the game, my thoughts on it. I now wanted to give you guys my starting 11, the team I think will take to the pitch tomorrow. So if you guys can just bear with me, I will share screen. Share the screen. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see this, people. Let me just get rid of the thing. Let's move this down a little bit. There we go, everyone. Much better. Move this up a little bit. Apologies. Skip that. I hate when these ads just pop up continuously. Fuck's sake, get lost. Apologies, people. Apologies for that, everyone. But yeah, this is my predicted 11 to face PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So let me just run you guys through the team. Apologies for the ads popping up, people. Honestly, they're annoying me as well. But yeah, in goal, obviously, it will be Alisson Becker. I did think Alisson coming back against Nottingham Forest would make a little bit of a difference to the defence. We'd feel a little bit more stability, but no, we conceded 3. So it's clearly obvious that changing the goalkeeper did nothing. Can't blame Alisson for the goals because he has an absolutely woeful defence in front of him. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to blame Alisson because what could he really do? Nonetheless, what can he do when the defence in front of him is as bad as it is? So, yeah, Alisson will stick in goal, keep him there. At right back, unfortunately, it will be Dominic Szoboszlai again. Slot should not be doing this. He should not be playing Szoboszlai at right back. Szoboszlai has been our best player this season. There's a debate for some, maybe other 1 or 2 players, but for me, he's been our best player this season. And he's a midfielder, so play him in the midfield position. He's one of our only bright spots at the moment. Why are you going to play him out of position at right back? Granted, he can do a job there, but no, it's not his natural position. Obviously, I know Jeremy Frimpong is out and Conor Bradley is also out, so we're skint there. But just play Calvin Ramsey there. Honestly, just play Calvin Ramsey and see how it goes. We need Szoboszlai in the midfield. We need Dom in that midfield, dictating play, and doing what he does best. It shouldn't be him at right back, but it is, and I think it will stay the same for this game. He'll play Szoboszlai at right back again. Centre back pairing, obviously, I've gone with Virgil and Ibu. Ibu needs to be dropped, man. It hurts to say. I've been saying this for a while now. Kanate needs to hold bench and be dropped. I'd play Gomez, like I said, just to risk it. I know he's unreliable. I know he's inconsistent, but he cannot be as bad as Kanate has been this last couple of weeks. I said Kanate needed a good performance against Forest. What does he do? He puts in an even worse performance than he did against Manchester City before the break. He needs to be dropped. Clearly, the guy's head isn't in it. Like I said, smirking when he came off the pitch against Forest when he was subbed. What message does that send? Gomez needs to be starting, but he won't. The manager, like I said, is too stubborn to do that. So it will be Ibrahim Konate at centre-back partnering Van Dijk again. Whoop-de-doo. Looking forward to that, people. At left-back, here's where I think the change will come in, everyone. I think Robbo will come back in for Milos Kerkez. Kerkez, it's just becoming the norm for him to be woeful, isn't it, and be poor. And again, Saturday against Nottingham Forest was no different. I don't get how he can look so good for Hungary and then come back to Liverpool and look like he's lost, look like he's never played football before. It's really, really mad. Shouldn't have played on Saturday. It should have been Robbo. Like I said, Robbo qualified for the World Cup with Scotland. He was on a high. Why did he not play in the game? I have no idea. So I think the manager will realise he's made a mistake there. And I think he will go back to Andrew Robertson for this game. Milos Kerkez out. Bye-bye. Robbo in. So yeah, Robbo at left back. Moving into the midfield, everyone. I think it'll be more of the same. I don't think it will change. I think it'll be the same midfield that played against Nottingham Forest. Granted, we were poor. The midfield was poor against Forest, but I don't see anyone else. Who else can we really put into the midfield, everyone? You know, you've got Endo there. Maybe you can put Endo in. Wirtz is injured, so he won't be available. The only one you can really put in is Endo, people. But where would Endo fit in? So it's going to be the same midfield that started against Nottingham Forest. It'll be Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, and Alexis McAllister. That midfield was not good against Forest, people. That was not good against Forest. It was really poor. Hopefully, in this game, we can get back to being better, and it can be a bit more solid. We'll see, though. But I don't see any changes in the midfield. Up top, off the right, again, unfortunately, people, as much as we don't want it, it will be Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah will be playing off the right again. Again, another shocking display from Salah on Saturday against Nottingham Forest. Started off brightly, but then he just petered out. He just evaporated into the sky, evaporated into the game, became invisible. It's becoming the norm now to say Mohamed Salah's performances are poor. All season, the guy hasn't showed up once, other than the Aston Villa game, and that's one game. For a player, for the amount of money he's on, we expect better. We expect a lot better, and we're not seeing better. It should be Chiesa, but it won't be, like I said. So Salah will be playing this game again off the right wing. Left wing, it's going to be Cody Gakpo. Like I said, Gakpo, he's so robotic. He's so predictable in the way he does things. Cutting inside and shoot every single time. It's just annoying. It's getting annoying at this stage. But like I said, stubborn manager will not change it. He won't give Rio a chance. No way he'll give Rio a chance in the Champions League. This is why I said, why did we sell Lucho in the summer? And why did we not replace him if we were going to sell him? Because now the only left winger we have at the club really is Cody Gakpo. So he's one of the only players in the team that will play week in, week out. Play Chiesa off the left. Honestly, if Slot doesn't want to play him off the right over Salah, cool. Play him off the left, man. He's versatile. He can play up top. He can play left, right. Why can't he just give Chiesa a chance off the left over Gakpo? Chiesa will provide so much more off the left-hand side than Gakpo would. Makes zero sense to me, everyone. He really does. But it'll be Gakpo again off the left. Whoop-de-doo. More predictability from him. To the centre, Hugo Ekitike. This is the second change I made. Again, I have no idea why Hugo Ekitike did not play against Nottingham Forest, why he didn't start the game, seeing as he's our best attacker at the moment and one of our best players. The manager persisted with a unfit Alexander Isak, and Isak was non-existent in the game. Non-existent at all. Did nothing all game. Clearly not match fit yet. And this is on Slot and the coaching staff. Why have they not been able to get Isak up to match fitness yet? Makes zero sense at all. But yeah, you could see the guy wasn't fit and he was invisible again for the game against Forest. So never should have started to begin with. Very, very weird decision by the manager. But I think he'll realise that, and I think he'll put Hugo Ekitike back in for this game. And we need Ekitike. Hopefully Ekitike can do something, man. He was unable to do something when he came on in the Forest game. Neither was Chiesa, to be fair. But what can they do when we're 3-1 when 2-0 down at home against a dogged defence? But yeah, Ekitike will be back to the centre for this game. So that is the team, people. If you want me to do it again, I will. Alisson in goal. Szoboszlai at right back. Virgil and Ibu at centre back. Robbo at left back. Midfield will be Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister. Up top, Mohamed Salah off the right. Hugo Ekitike down the centre as the striker. And Cody Gakpo off the left. So yeah, everyone, that is the team I think will face PSV Eindhoven tomorrow in the Champions League. So yeah, if I can just stop share screening that. Yeah, let me just get myself back in the middle. The most important time of the video is here, everyone. The most important aspect of the video is here. Score prediction. So, what is my score prediction for this game? It's a tough game to predict. I'm going to back Liverpool to win, everyone. I'm going to back Liverpool to get the win. I'm going to back us to get the W over the line. I think this being at Anfield will help us. I think this being Anfield on a Champions League night, like I said, we've had joy in the Champions League, beat Madrid, beat Atletico at Anfield. The crowd played a big part and galvanised us, pushed us on. stirred us on, got us over the line. I think it'll be more the same. I don't think it'll be a convincing performance, and I don't think it'll be an easy win. But I'm going to back us to get over the line at home. I'm going to go with us to win 2-1. I'm going to go Liverpool 2, PSV Eindhoven 1. Like I said, they're no mugs. They're a good side. I don't care people say. Like I said, people say the Farmers League is the Eredivisie. I don't care. You know, they're top. They got to be a good side. It won't be an easy game, but I'm going to back us to win. Anfield on a European night will power us to the victory. Liverpool 2, PSV 1 is my score, everyone. But get down below in the comments. Give me your score prediction for tomorrow's game. How do you guys feel? Win, lose, or draw? Get down below and let me know. Other than that, that is it for today's match preview, everyone. I'm now going to head off. I'll be back tomorrow night after the game with my match reaction. After Liverpool play, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's positive, but it's most likely going to be negative again. But yeah, before I head off, hope you guys enjoyed the video, of course. Like I said, do drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Of course, do get down below in the comments, like I said. Give me your thoughts on the game. Give me your starting 11 predictions if you guys think will start. And of course, get down below and give me your score prediction for the game. Also, like I said, do, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Currently on the road to 1K, 1,000 subs. So if you can help us there, help me there. It is much appreciated. And of course, do turn notifications on the channel so you know whenever a video drops. Other than that, people, I'm going to head off. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back soon. For now, TLP out. Up the Reds. Let's go. Let's get back to winning ways tomorrow and get some positivity back in the club and the team and the fan base. Bye for now. Speak to you guys soon.